Alrighty, we have an A. We have a Folio case here. Duh. Folio. Now we've covered a very similar case before. There are really not that many differences between a lot of these Folio cases. Maybe the differences, the logos, the materials used. So I don't have the model number for this, and it's very similar to the one that I covered previously, and so it might be very similar in terms of the model number, but this one does have differences on the interior, so we'll get to that. Let's look at the exterior. We have standard Stuff-A-Lon. We got a rubbery logo here. It's raised. You can see how it's raised up. Isn't that cool? And then on the side here, if you can focus, hello, we've got this pleather material. Standard Stuff-A-Lon. We got a very hard trim around the edge there, so that does provide a little bit more when it comes to the drop protection. And then let's take a look at that zipper pull, because we always love looking at those zipper pulls with the Nintendo logo on there. I love how they stamp that. So let's go and get into the interior of this case. This case is made for a standard, what they call NTR, or the original DS. The NTR part of the original DS, NTR, is short for Nitro, which was like the code name for the DS. I can't remember what the DS Lite was, but I think Twilight might have been the DSi. And you'll see TWL on DSi stuff. Anyways, the interior difference from the one that I covered before is there was like a separation of pockets here. We have a strap here to keep your system in place. And if you notice, this area is actually pretty wide. So it can not only hold a standard DS Phatty, but it can also hold a DSi XL, which means that it can hold 3DSs, 3DS XLs, 3DS, DSi. Now the DSi, honestly, it's kind of loose under this band. So you may just want to pop it in this mesh pocket. Now, like I said, the other one has 2 mesh pockets. So when you see these cases and you're like, oh, I want the one with the mesh pocket on the interior, make sure that you look at and see from whomever you're buying that they show the interior, because it can vary. And so yeah, and like I said, if you're interested in this kind of case for a standard DSi, maybe even a DS Lite, this is just too loose, and so when you open up the case, it will slide around, and there is a potential for it to fall out. So anyways, like I said, I don't have the model number of this. It is most likely by PowerA/BDA, but as of now, yeah. I mean, I'll update, I guess, the title if I ever find them, but it'll probably be very similar to the other one I covered if I ever find that one too. So, I mean, PowerA, BDA, they're kind of weird when it comes to their model numbers, because you can find like the exact same case, but it's just sold in a different packaging and it'll have a different model number. I guess that makes sense. You know, there might be like a starter kit, and then there's like the one where they sell it alone, or either way, it'll vary. But I try to get the model numbers when they sell it alone, but if not, whatever model number I can find.